We're in the brand new 2014 Toyota Tundra, and this is
the Trail Edition.
The Trail Edition. So this is the one with all the goodies. Tell me about it.
This one has all the goodies. Yeah, this one's got, from the bumpers, from great approach and departure angles to the crawl control to the multi-select terrain system available, the e-lockers. I mean, this thing really has everything you need to go off-road.
Nathan, you gonna get sick back there?
I am cool.
He's cool. All right, and we're gonna do some testing of this, right?
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you the differences between the systems and how they work, and it's just pretty cool to see it in action.
Different from the 2013, or is this very similar to what the 2013 had?
I think I can't really speak for the 13, but I know that there are some similarities, and I do know there's been changes for the 14. I think Toyota can answer those questions for you.
Okay, fair enough.
But, the great thing is I know the bumper, some of the cosmetic has been changed, but the systems itself, I'm not 100% sure, so you'd have to ask those guys. But
do you know the ground clearance?
I don't have the number on the ground clearance. That's where Toyota comes in for all the details. I'm just going to give you the drive demo.
All right, you're the drive guy.
I'm the drive guy.
Nathan, you okay?
I'm fine.
We're pro drivers for a reason, so
all right.
We'll keep it at that.
Fair enough. All right, I see in front of me a very big ditch, and we're about to go down a very big ditch. What we're going to
do here is this. Right now, I'm just going to do it without any system at all. Okay. I'm just going to drive the vehicle through, and what I'm going to show is that we're not hitting the front bumper, we're not hitting the rear bumper. I mean, it has the clearance. It really walks really smoothly through even a 45-degree articulation surface like we're going through now. It also has KDSS, which allows the vehicle to have much more articulation, and then obviously when you're on the highway, it tightens up, and so you get a little bit less body roll. So that looks big from right there, but you don't even know it's there. Huh?
No, it's
pretty
fine,
smooth.
yeah.
So as I come through this little area, this is a little bit of a side, kind of a tilt area.
Yep.
I'll just walk right up this, and I'll just show it. You have the confidence when you drive this vehicle off road, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
And as I come into here, it looks like we're going to touch the front bumper right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We don't. And that's again the approach angle is really fantastic, and then we don't drag the rear bumper, so we come right up the top of here. So this is this section coming up here. This is actually quite a pretty big drop.
Yeah,
and,
it looks pretty scary. I mean, that's a good 4 or 5 feet going down there.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to do this again with my system, or with no system at all, just to show you how smooth the crawl control is compared to how I drive.
Okay.
Or just anyone that can would drive, because it's just so dialed in. So as I come into this, the right front tire is going to drop. And it's going to just drop, and it's going to keep dropping, and it's going to keep dropping, and it almost feels like it's going to roll over.
Yeah, it does feel like we're going to roll.
This is pretty extreme. If you look at the left rear tire, it's probably 3 feet off. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty aggressive tilt. Yeah. But as I go through this, you can see, I'm modulating the brake, and I'm walking through here, and it's doing it just fine. But I want to show you the differences between the crawl control and how I just did that.
All right.
Okay. So next little obstacle we're going to go up to is kind of a mud hill. It's a pretty slick surface right now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of puddle.
Yeah, big puddle in the front.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and turn on the multi-terrain select system right here. So as you can see in the diagram on the dash, you can see mud and sand, dirt, loose rock, moguls and rock. Basically what this is, it's software that's allowing the wheels to spin fast or slow depending on the surface. So going in sand or mud, you need a lot of wheel spin. You need to stay on top of the surface to get through it.
Right.
Versus full rock, you want to be very slow and precise. So as I want to go into mud and sand. This is kind of similar to where we're at, right? If anything, it's not really loose rock. Let's try this setting here,
okay.
And I'm going to see if I can get through that. You
All right,
ready?
go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what's happening is the computer is using the traction control and the ABS to give us as much traction as possible.
It really is surface dependent and wheel spin. How much wheel spin are you getting, and how the system activates to get you over that area. So as I come into this spot right here, I'm going to get the vehicle stuck on purpose.
Okay.
We want the vehicle to spin the wheels, and it should be right about there.
Yep, you're stuck.
RPMs are coming up. I'm stuck, right?
You're stuck. We're stuck, man.
How do I get out of this? I've got a lot of options. I can either do crawl control, I can either do the terrain, the multi-select terrain system, or I can do the e-locker. Let's go ahead and hit the e-locker.
Which locks the differentials.
Locks the rear differentials.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just give it some throttle, and it's going to just walk me right over that. It's just works really. You don't even hear the system come in. It's
so
really
basically instead of getting, well, it's you're in 4-wheel drive, but really only
one wheel. Exactly. It's an open differential.
Yeah.
So one wheel is
now you're in 3-wheel drive.
Then it just drives right up. Yeah. Also, you can go ahead and utilize the the e-locker. And you can also turn on crawl control or the the terrain. You can basically have those on the same time the e-locker's on. So now you've got like a rear locker with maybe a limited slip simulated up front. The electronics working up front, and you've got the rear locker on. So you have all these different options that really make it for a great vehicle.
I notice you've got a transfer case here because you got 4 high, 4 low, right?
Correct. And this in the Trail Edition. This is the only one that has the actual lever versus the knob for changing into 4 low.
The old school.
This is the true off-road style, and I think it's great that they left that on the vehicle. Toyota was able to do that. So now this is where the fun part comes in, because I'm going to showcase this crawl control system, and I'm not going to do anything down what we just went without touching anything except keeping the wheel straight, which is pretty cool.
So you can let the technology do all the work.
Exactly. I just want you to think, when you experience this is where it all comes together.
Okay. All right, let's go for it. You got to line it up. You don't want to go too far.
Well, I just want to make sure it's when you're testing vehicles and you're comparing, you want to do the same over. Otherwise it's back to back. Otherwise it's not good. So we're going to turn on crawl control. We're going to go to speed number 1. This is 1 kilometer an hour to 6 kilometer an hour, and you can adjust it on the fly.
So basically 1 to 4 miles an hour about
yes,
ish. Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to lift my foot off the brake.
Yeah.
Crawl control is on. You can hear the systems activate.
ABS.
Remember that right front? It's a big drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch it go through here, and how it modulates and manages the vehicle through this obstacle. Wheels up in the air.
Whoa!
Not touching anything at all.
Yeah.
It walks right through it. Pretty impressive.
That's pretty fun.
So if I want to adjust the speed here, I can adjust it 1 up. Look at now, it's a little bit faster, right?
Yeah.
I can go all the way to 6, and look at it, just even faster.
Yeah. Go up this hill again. Here we go. Woo!
Yeah, and there you go.
It's like an amusement park ride.
I think the important thing to remember is all the tools in the box. The bottom line is these systems are designed to protect the drivetrain. If you get a lot of wheel spin, it's hard on the equipment, and it really isn't hard at all with these systems in place.
Nathan, do you have anything to add to this demonstration?
I hate being in the back seat.
I could tell. As always, this is Roman and
Nathan
and
Joe
saying thanks for watching, and Joe, thanks for being a good sport.
Anytime.
We'll see you next time on the Fast Lane Car. Ciao, guys.